everyone, this is Karen.
Hey everybody, I am Shane.
Today we're looking at part 1 of Birds of Paradise, Nature's Beauties. And the vocabulary words are cheerfully.
Cheerfully.
The restaurant hostess greeted us cheerfully. Hello.
Hi. Species.
Species.
Some species of fish can live for over 100 years.
Wow. Extend.
Extend.
The forest extends from the foot of the mountain all the way to the city limits.
Attract.
Attract.
Her curious nature attracted me.
Generation.
Generation.
The painter's style influenced a whole generation of artists. So we're talking about birds,
Yeah,
right?
specifically birds of paradise. Do you like birds?
They're cute.
Do you like to bird watch?
Not really, but they're cute. I find them cute.
I have bird watched before, but
Really?
I didn't go out to do this. I had some, there's a kind of magpie that's very common in Taiwan called the lanquet.
Yes, yes.
And there were a family of these birds right outside of my window of my apartment because we live next to a park.
Okay.
And they were so beautiful. The colors, like the blue was so blue, and it had a very, very orange beak, and the black and white tail. They're such a beautiful bird.
Really? So, but males and females, they would look the same, right?
They looked pretty similar.
Oh, so it's not really like the birds of paradise where the females and males, they look a little bit different.
Yeah, the males are very colorful.
Beautiful feathers.
Yeah.
But the females are more like
brown
and a little bit dull. So why are the males so colorful and so beautiful?
To attract the females, basically. So usually when you see very colorful things in nature, it's really to attract a mate.
And I heard that they have like this, they sing and they have like a dance routine to attract female birds.
Right, so singing and dancing, and it's all a way of trying to attract a mate.
That's so cool.
Yeah, all right, let's learn more about birds of paradise.
All right, beautiful name.
Birds of Paradise, Nature's Beauties. Imagine yourself walking through a lush tropical forest as birds of all shapes and sizes fly past. Some are rainbow-colored, others have fluffy plumage, and still others have curly feathers. Next, you hear strange sounds coming from above. Looking up, you see the source of those sounds, more birds, bouncing up and down on tree branches as they sing cheerfully.
Today's lesson is called Birds of Paradise, Nature's Beauties. Part 1. Hi everyone.
Caw, caw.
I'm Jeff.
That wasn't a bird of paradise, that was a crow.
Can you do better?
Yes. Well, sort of. No, I watched
the turkey.
That was it.
How about this?
That's an owl.
How about Polly want a cracker?
No, that's just a
parrot.
That's a parody of a parrot.
Anyways, imagine yourself walking through a lush tropical forest as birds of all shapes and sizes fly past. Yes, that's how lush tropical forests are, by the way. They're filled with life. All jokes aside, you're walking through this tropical forest, through a jungle. You might just see all sorts of amazing birds fly past you. Yes, some are rainbow colored, others have fluffy plumage, and still others have curly feathers. So are we talking about normal garden variety birds like crows and owls? No, we're talking about birds of paradise.
Absolutely. And if we're in a lush tropical forest, that's kind of a jungle, basically. So these are the kind of birds you'd find in the warmer parts of the world. Taiwan actually has a lot of great birds. I'm not sure if birds of paradise are here, but there you'll get the general idea. Now let's describe some of these birds for your imagination. Some are rainbow colored, so all the colors of the rainbow on one bird. Some are rainbow colored, others have fluffy plumage, and still others have curly feathers. Now feathers and plumage, basically the same thing. boink, if we pull one thing out of a bird, ow, it'll go. And then you'll say, hey, look, a feather. This is what they use to fly with, right? But when we talk about all of the feathers, the design, the look, the colors, we talk about the plumage, right? Yeah. Chickens have pretty boring plumage. Parrots have beautiful, colorful plumage. And some have fluffy plumage. So not those smooth feathers that you see when they fly, but the feathers underneath, the downy kind of feathers, D-O-W-N-Y, those fluffy, soft kind of feathers, all over their body. Absolutely amazing. A lot of them look like something an artist created for a movie, not a real bird.
So you've got one feather, but if you want to talk about the hair or the fur of a bird, you wouldn't use those words. You'd use the word plumage. Right. Now, next, you hear strange sounds coming from above. Well, those would be weird sounds, but not the ones you'd be hearing in the jungle. No, looking up, you'd see the source of those sounds. More birds!
Strange plumage, strange sounds, and strange behavior,
And there's just so many of them, too. More birds bouncing up and down on tree branches as they sing cheerfully.
Singing, bouncing, jumping, colorful, clown-colored birds. They sing cheerfully, and this adverb basically means happily, in a good mood. If you're walking down the road, whistling a happy tune, going, everything's great, you're acting very cheerfully. For example, the restaurant hostess greeted us cheerfully. She didn't come over and go, hi, my name's Jane, what do you want?
Welcome to the Outback Steakhouse.
She came over and said, hi, I'm Jane, how are you doing today? Can I get you something to drink? That kind of thing. In a very happy, enjoyable, energetic kind of mood. Let's take a break and we'll find out more about birds of paradise.
Let's take a cheerful break. That's the adjective.
Do we have to?
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。课文一开始要我们想象自己走在一片热带森林里面，有各式各样的鸟从旁边飞过，有的五彩缤纷，有的羽毛松软。那接着我们还听到上方传来奇怪的声音，原来有很多鸟在树枝上跳来跳去，快乐的唱歌。课文描述的那些鸟不是一般普通的鸟，而是天堂鸟。刚刚 Jeff 老师用到 garden variety 这个复合形容词，就是形容一般的、普通的或是常见的，意思就跟 ordinary 或者是 common 差不多。那这个形容词固定是要摆在名词前面哦。好，那课文单字 cheerfully。它表示快活的或是高兴的、快乐的。那刚刚 Mike 老师特别提醒我们 ，feather 和 plumage 的差异。feather 是羽毛，它是可数名词。那么 plumage 它只是指全身羽毛，是不可数名词。老师说到鸟的羽毛底下还会有细细的绒毛，这时候老师用到 downy，D-O-W-N-Y，downy 就是形容长有绒毛的或者是绒毛般的，还有用到 underneath。Underneath 表示在底下，在下面，它是拼作 U-N-D-E-R-N-E-A-T-H。那这个字可以当介系词或是当副词用。接回到课文中。
Birds of paradise, nature's beauties. The birds you've just pictured exist in reality. Known on the whole as birds of paradise, over 40 species of them are spread across New Guinea, its nearby islands, and eastern Australia. The features they're best known for are the beautifully colored and textured feathers of the males. These feathers can extend from their wings, tails, or heads. According to bird experts, the only function of these decorative features is to attract mates. In fact, female birds of paradise, with their brown feathers, look quite dull and unattractive in comparison.
Okay, so before the break, we were strolling through a tropical forest, through a jungle. Birds were everywhere. Well, we were only imagining things. But get this, the birds you've just pictured in your mind exist in reality. They're the real deal.
Yeah, you might have been picturing a scene from, I don't know, a Pixar movie, Madagascar or something like that. But no, there really are crazy, happy, colorful birds like that in reality, in real life. They do exist. It says, known on the whole as birds of paradise, over 40 species of them are spread across New Guinea It's nearby islands and eastern Australia. So birds of paradise, it's kind of a family of birds. They all have their own individual names based on how they look and their size and all that. But generally, they're known as birds of paradise.
Birds of paradise. Now, before we move on, let's talk about the word species. Rarely will you ever see the word species. In fact, if you use that word, it has an entirely different meaning from what we're talking about here. Here, a species of an animal, or a species, sometimes people say it like that. Here, a species of an animal is a specific type of animal, okay? Usually a species is a group of animals that can breed together. They can make babies, and those babies can make babies. Like a dog and a cat, they're not going to have babies together because they're parts of different species. For example, some species of fish can live for over 100 years. Not all of them, just certain types.
Oh, okay. Very interesting. So this birds of paradise, this whole family group are not exactly the same, but they're very closely related. And one of the things that makes them closely related, that makes them similar, it says the features they're best known for are the beautifully colored and textured feathers of the males. That's one of the things that puts you into a bird of paradise category as a species of birds. The male birds, the boy birds, have beautiful, crazy colored feathers, or plumage. Let's find out about it. It says these feathers can extend from their wings, tails, or heads.
Wow.
So these crazy colored and crazily shaped feathers as well can extend from all parts of their body, wings, tails, heads. You get the idea. There you go. Oh, you look at the bird of paradise right here in our studio.
I'm just stretching. I'm extending my arms.
It looks like a man and he's extending his arms. Yeah, to extend is to stretch. Ooh. When you extend your arms, you're stretching out your arms. And we're also talking about something that goes from here to here, all right? A bridge might extend from one side of the river to the other, all right? But basically they're sticking out in a direction away from something else. For example, the forest extends from the foot of the mountain all the way to the city limit. So it stretches, it covers the distance from the bottom of the mountain all the way to the city. It reaches both of those places.
Anyways, according to bird experts, that's how our article continues.
Yes.
The only function of these decorative features is to attract mates. To attract a mate, okay? You appear attractive to that person or to that thing. Yeah, to attract, okay, that means you're bringing those people in somehow, okay? A very beautiful place might attract tourists, let's say, whereas beautiful people might attract other people. They're interested, curious, they want to know more about this person. Maybe they've even fallen in love. Anyways, though, here, these decorative features, they're only there to bring the mates in or to attract mates. For example, her curious nature attracted me. Oh, she's so curious, I want to know more about that person. Anyways, get this, okay? Not all of these birds have these beautiful feathers. In fact, female birds of paradise with their brown feathers look quite dull and unattractive in comparison. Yeah, only the men have these really attractive feathers.
All right, we're going to take a break and we'll be back with more of birds of paradise in paradise.
我们刚刚描述的鸟类其实有40多个物种，统称为天堂鸟。那它们是分布在新几内亚和它邻近的岛屿，还有澳洲东部。那雄鸟的颜色呢，美丽鲜艳又很独特。它们还有那种质感美丽的羽毛，从翅膀、尾巴或者是头部延伸出来。那这样的特色是为了吸引配偶。我们先来看3个单字。Species 或是念作 species， 它是用来表达生物的物种或是种类。特别注意它的单复数都同形，都是拼作 species。如果你把它的字尾 s 去掉，就变成意思完全不一样的字喽。Species 或是 species， 它表示硬币。好，下一个单字 extend 表示延伸、延长。那么 attract 是动词，表示吸引或是引起什么的注意。它的形容词 attractive 就是形容吸引人的。如果你在前面加上否定字首 un， 就会得到 unattractive， 则是形容不吸引人的。好，那天堂鸟的雄鸟听起来外表很美丽，很吸引人。那雌鸟呢？课文就写到说，事实上，天堂鸟的雌鸟羽毛是棕色的，相较之下看起来暗淡又不吸引人。好，这边有3个重点。第一个 ，with 加名词，它就表示有什么什么，像是有什么样的特色。例如 Ellie with her long green hair is hard not to notice. Ellie 顶着一头绿色长发，很难不注意到她。那例句里面用到 with her long green hair， 这是插入语来修饰主词 Ellie。好，第2个重点 ，look 当连缀动词表示看起来，那后面可以接形容词或是接 like 加名词。那我们来看2个例句 ：Sally looks upset. Sally 看起来很沮丧。The building looks like a spaceship. 那栋建筑物看起来像一艘太空船。好，那第3个重点，名词 comparison 它表示比较、对照，我们可以用 in comparison 或者是 by comparison 来表达相较之下、相比起来。那么之后还可以接 with 加名词来表达说相较于什么、跟什么什么相比。好，例如 Our apartment is small, but theirs is smaller in comparison. 我们的公寓很小，但他们公寓相较之下更小。好，接着回到课文中。
Birds of Paradise, Nature's Beauties. Displaying bright colors and patterns isn't the only way for male birds of paradise to attract the ladies. Some also put on a show with a fancy song and dance routine. Since female birds of paradise prefer males with the most attention-grabbing colors, moves, and voices, these are also the features that get passed on from one generation to the next.
Okay, so go down there to paradise. We can call it that. Is it really paradise? Who knows? But it's close enough. But if you go there, you're going to see some beautiful birds. And here's something that's strange. Those beautiful birds, they're usually the male birds. How about that? And they're only beautiful to attract the ladies, to attract some mates. Now, more on this beautiful plumage. Displaying bright colors and patterns isn't the only way for male birds of paradise to attract the ladies. They've got the feathers, but they also do something with those feathers. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it says some also put on a show. Some also put on a show with a fancy song and dance routine. They will actually sing and dance around. I actually saw one. He gets his friends to help him.
I saw that too.
So there's the boy who's trying to get the girl, and he'll get 2 or 3 of his friends, and they kind of dance around like a K-pop boy band group doing
3-card Monty?
No, they hop around and change positions. It's
very,
very interesting. Nice. So they really do work on putting on a great show to attract their true love or something like that. And since female birds of paradise prefer males with the most attention-grabbing colors, moves, and voices, these are also the features that get passed on from one generation to the next. So when you have that boy guy singing and he's dancing and all the girls are screaming, well, that's the human version of the birds of paradise.
So you're saying
mating dance.
You're saying that beautiful plumage and also dancing ability can be inherited.
And cool tattoos and a great haircut and, you know.
Tattoos?
Well, in humans, but it's the same basic idea. And there, of course, you're trying to attract these mates in the natural world and nature to pass on your genes, to pass on your existence or whatever from one generation to the next. They're trying to attract girls to make babies. That's what they're doing. And that's basically what a generation is. It's when one group of individuals has children, that would be 2 generations. So when people have kids and then their kids have kids, we are moving or passing on from one generation to the next. Grandparents, parents, children, 3 generations. For example, the painter's style influenced a whole generation of artists.
There you go. All right, folks, with that, part 1 of our article on birds of paradise is now in the books. And it's time for us to say bye-bye.
Take care.
For now.
天堂鸟、雄鸟的外观有着亮丽的色彩和花样，不过呢，它们并不是只靠外表而已，有些还会表演绚丽的歌舞秀来吸引雌鸟。因为雌性天堂鸟呢，就是偏爱那一种有最引人注目的颜色、动作和声音的雄鸟，于是呢，这就成了代代相传的特色。Mike 老师开玩笑说：“这就像人类啊，有些年轻人可能会用很潮的打扮和发型、很酷的刺青，还有精湛的舞步来吸引异性。”老师刚刚说到 tattoo，T-A-T-T-O-O，tattoo 就表示刺青。好，最后来看单字 generation。generation 它表示世代或者是一代 ，from one generation to the next 就表示代代相传。好，那么以上今天的讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。
欢迎来到一混淆字大解析
Confusing words.
Anyway， 今天的主题是
Common, ordinary, and regular.
Okay, so common 是什么意思呢？
Common 就是常见的、普通的。
主要是常见的意思，
Right.
所以比如说，你可能在纽约到处都可以看到黄色的计程车。
A yellow cab is a common sight in New York City.
Okay, alright, so that's very common.
Yes.
那再来呢，就是 ordinary.
Ordinary is more like 一般的。Right? Like you
Okay.
could say, Mrs. Walton teaches ordinary people how to sing opera.
Walton 太太她教一般人唱歌，所以这些人可能就是没有什么特别的地方。Regular 也是普通的。
So we want to say it's not special, not fancy.
Yes.
So for example, you can say Mary wears just a regular t-shirt to school every day.
OK， 所以 Mary 每天去上学都会穿普通的衣服，像是形容东西或事情，对不对？
或是吃的。
吃的。OK。
Right?
So ordinary 就是还可以形容人，可是 regular 不行，对不对？
Basically. But I think we can understand more if we go somewhere. Where should we go?
Oh, are we going to live action?
That's right!
Hey, what are you drinking? Is that a latte?
No, it's just a regular coffee. Want some?
No, thanks. Regular coffee is a bit too ordinary for me. I like something a bit more special, like a caramel macchiato.
Wow, you look pretty ordinary, but in fact, you're quite fancy.
Shut up, you're ordinary.
Just kidding.
Seriously though, is it pretty common for Americans to make a big pot of regular coffee to drink in the morning? I always see that in the movies.
Yes, it's pretty common, although more and more people have espresso machines at home, so it's not uncommon for people to make fancy espresso drinks at home. Fancy like you.
I am pretty fancy, huh?
You are indeed.